MiniMax H3 is one of the latest AI video models you can use right now, and it can create some seriously impressive results. But normally, if you want to run models like this locally, you have to deal with ComfyUI, workflows, model files, VAE files, dependencies, and a lot of other things that can be pretty confusing if you're just getting started. You can use MiniMax H3 directly through Simpligen. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use MiniMax H3 inside Simpligen and create your own AI videos, even if you've never used ComfyUI before. So let's get started. Once you download and install Simpligen, you'll see the main interface over here. And one of the things I really like about Simpligen is this marketplace. If you go into the marketplace, you'll find different presets for things like text to video, image to video, and reference to video, including the MiniMax H3 presets. So you basically just have to find the MiniMax H3 preset you want, download it, and Simpligen takes care of the rest. The workflow is automatically downloaded, and you can even see a preview of what the workflow is going to look like. For example, if we open this one, you can see the entire workflow is already here. And more importantly, you don't have to manually go searching for every single model and file. You can see the audio, VAE, diffusion models, and all the other required files are downloaded and organized into the appropriate folders automatically by Simpligen. And honestly, that's a pretty big advantage if you're a beginner. Because if you've ever installed a complicated ComfyUI workflow before, you already know how annoying it can be when you open a workflow and suddenly you're missing 3 models, a VAE, a custom node, and you have no idea where any of them are supposed to go. We'll go over to Generate right over here, and you'll see that Simpligen Local is already available. You simply select the model and then choose what type of generation you want. For this example, let's start with text to video. Now, over here, you can describe your subject, the action, the environment, the camera, lighting, and other details. I've already prepared a prompt for this example. For the subject, I'm describing a woman with sharp, elegant facial features, flawless skin, long black hair, and I'm using an extreme close-up shot of her face and shoulders. Then I'm describing the action she walks toward the camera, and for the environment, I've gone with a high fashion runway. You can also add dialogue if you want your character to speak, and then you can control things like the lighting and overall look of the shot. For this first test, I'm going to keep things relatively simple. I'm using 720p resolution and 8 seconds for the video. You can also go higher depending on what you want to generate, and you can adjust the number of steps as well. The important thing to understand here is that higher settings can give you more processing time. So if you're just experimenting and trying different prompts, it's usually better to start with lower settings and increase them once you've found a prompt that works. So let's generate this one. And now it's finished. Let's take a look at the result. And honestly, this looks pretty good for a quick text-to-video generation. The facial details are quite good, the motion looks natural, and you can see how the model follows the overall description we gave it. And remember, this is just one example. You can change the subject, environment, camera movement, lighting, style, and pretty much everything else through the prompt. You can also generate at a higher resolution if you need a better final output. Now let's try something a little different. Let's move over to image to video. For this example, I'm going to use this AI-generated image of a woman next to a motorcycle. And this is where things get really interesting because instead of describing the entire character from scratch, we can use the image as our starting point and tell MiniMax H3 what we want the subject to do. So I've written a prompt describing the action. The woman turns toward the motorcycle, swings her leg over it, sits down, grips the handlebars, adjusts her posture, and then prepares to launch the motorcycle as the engine revs. I'm also adding some details to make the movement feel more cinematic. And for the lighting, I'll choose cinematic. You can also control things like the camera movement. For this example, let's keep the camera static so we can focus more on the character and the motion. I'll use 720p and we'll generate a 5-second video. Again, you can increase the steps if you want to spend more time refining the generation, but keep in mind that increasing the steps can also increase the generation time. So let's generate it, and here's the result. And this one looks pretty good as well. The character maintains the overall appearance from the reference image, while the model generates the movement we described in the prompt. And if you want to take your result even further, Simpligen also gives you additional tools to improve your output. For example, you can use the upscaler to enhance the final video and get a higher quality result. So you can generate your video, check the result, make adjustments to your prompt, generate it again, and then upscale the version you're happy with. I've also created a few more examples using MiniMax H3 inside Simpligen, so let's quickly take a look at some of those. As you can see, you can create a pretty wide range of AI videos without having to build complicated ComfyUI workflows yourself. And that's really the main reason I think Simpligen can be useful, especially if you're new to local AI. You still get access to powerful models like MiniMax H3, but you don't necessarily have to understand how every single node, model, VAE, and workflow works behind the scenes. And another thing worth mentioning is that Simpligen is a one-time purchase. So instead of paying a monthly subscription, you purchase it once and get future updates as they're released. I'll leave the link to Simpligen in the description if you want to check it out. And that's it for this video. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you want me to test next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.